Hello and welcome. This is the 73rd daily update today, and we're doing it at night, right before bed. Um, so just updates on, I guess, yesterday and today. So stealing some of the thunder from tomorrow's update. But um, I think uh, yesterday was a good day. I did my 2 hours, 15 minutes of work. Um, I don't, frankly, I don't quite remember what happened yesterday. I've short-term memory loss. Anything past like the last 24 hours is just immediately deleted from my brain. I'm trying to remember what happened that day. I remember that I did finish all my habits, so I finished that. Um, and I came up with this plan for how I was going to make up all the things, so I made kind of a list of things that I've lied about in the past, and I made this commitment that all the things I could fix, I would fix. Um, from that, I think that was a noble goal, but it's a bit. I don't think it's very practical. Like, I think the thing is, I have a tendency to like overcorrect on certain things like this, and I think this might have been um, an overcorrection on my part. I think I need to acknowledge that that happened. But because you lied about something in high school, does that mean that you need to go now and make up for it? Um, I think it's good to do something to actually like make up for that, and it's like a token that you're sincere about your apology for that, and you want to make things right. But I think doing the thing isn't necessarily the way to do that. The way to do that is to become someone, is to admit that the those lies of the past and to be willing to correct them. Um, and really, what kind of brought that into focus is that today I tried to do that, and I feel like I kind of overwhelmed myself a little bit. So that's a clue that I went a little too far, and I need to reel it in a little bit. But today was still a good day. I got everything done that I was supposed to get done. I did my 4 miles in the morning. I had a bunch of meetings today. I had two meetings for my work and one meeting with the therapist, and it was a really, really good meeting because we went over a lot of things that are. She kind of really helps center me, I think. Like this process of talking to someone and getting an outsider view into your life is very valuable. And I've benefited a lot from that. So I was very grateful to have her kind of talk with me about things because she really, talking with her, I really kind of found, she highlighted where I need to be focused right now. And I totally agree with her. I think right now, the best way that I can be best self of myself that I can be is that I work today on being more honest. I work today um, on uh, being harder working. I work today on being more fit and being more active. That's and being just a more responsible, better human being. And that's how I make up for the sins of the past. And that was I think that is correct. That's the correct way to proceed. And yeah, so onwards and upwards with that. I did 2 sessions of private working today, and I did a good amount of work that way. But I also did a lot of work in these group sessions. For one, it was like a 2 hour meeting, and the other was also like roughly a 1.5 hour meeting or 1 hour meeting. And I think in total, I ended up doing something like 2 hours worth of work from those two meetings. And that was work on the paper. So I decided to include that in my total count for today. So I finished my work for today. And I think in the future, that will be a general rule. If it's a meeting that helps with my paper, that helps with finding a job that helps with my dissertation, it counts towards my work for the day. And it's negotiable how much it counts, depending on how productive the meeting was. If it was a meeting that was supposed to be about the paper, but I ended up talking to the other person the whole time about something irrelevant, then that doesn't count at all. If it's a meeting where we're extremely productive, then maybe all the time counts. But you just kind of have to be reasonable and give estimates for how much you think it's actually worth and time that meeting's actually worth. So that way you're not like disincentivized from the meetings, which I think is important. So finish my work for today, finish my runs for today, finished all my habits for today. So still a good day. And tomorrow we'll pick it up. And I feel a lot better without this weight hanging over me. It's so interesting. But there's something in me that knows when I go too far and knows when there's like a voice that tells me when I'm on the right track. And 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 I feel like I'm and it always kind of corrects me. And I think I heard that voice today, and it's pushing me on this track right now. So I'm focused. I feel rejuvenated. I feel focused and strong. And starting tomorrow, I will begin this again with all my habits and have a solid day tomorrow. And I think today I'm sleeping a little later, around the 10 p.m. mark. I think sleeping at 8:30 and waking up at 4:30 is the best schedule for me. If I was living alone on a desert island. But unfortunately, since I am with people, I think I do need to make some concessions. And I think 10 to 6 schedule, it's maybe not as well suited for someone like me, especially given that my morning routine usually takes several hours. Maybe we can play with it and push that back a little bit. Maybe if it's like 5:30 instead of 6, you get that extra half an hour. You're done, hopefully, with all your morning routine and stuff by 10, and you can move from there. So there is a little bit of wiggle room there. So maybe that's a possible idea that you can try to think about or try to pursue. So we'll see. But I think for now, 10 to 6 is a reasonable time, and it's just more comfortable and more realistic than the 8:30 to 4:30 schedule. So that's what I'll go with. Remember, when it comes to these plans, the main objective is, or the main thing to keep in mind is, this is all about flexibility. This is all about pragmatism and going with what works. And you try something. If it's not working, you try something else and you just make it work. All you need is just incremental changes forward. And then you will get better and better over time as long as you're committed to that small improvement every day. So we'll keep at it. Thank you guys for listening. And thank you for all your encouraging comments along the way. I really, really appreciate it. And I'm looking forward to continuing on with this journey with you guys. I can't believe how far we've come. And this is only the beginning. So, yeah, I'll talk to you guys tomorrow, hopefully in the morning. And we won't have much to talk about, but still, I have the pleasure of your company. So, all right, I will now close and go to bed, but I'll talk to you guys tomorrow. See ya.